for partially serious about to be entertained relationships. Um, it's not you, it's me. I need to get my mental together. I'm not ready to do this because I still feel selfish and want to work on my career. I can't juggle a career and a relationship. Um, and they all think I'm gonna get right back. Okay.
But just get, so you like entrepreneurs or something? Like just get a regular 9 to 5 guy then.
Even the 9 to 5s seem to want to become entrepreneurs. So even in my 9 to 5 guys that have great 6-figure, jobs, I've seen them. I'm about to jump ship and I want to do this and that, and I'm gonna start this and I'm gonna take these clients to So what I'm saying is even the guys that kind of got their own little 9 to 5, 8 to 5, 6 to 1, whatever they are, shifting into entrepreneur mindset. Okay. Go ahead.
And that's more reason to keep the woman you got.
No, here we go. I'm done because I have already successfully put together about 4 businesses. Outside of them 4 that I entertain, I'm cool. I don't watch some of them be with me go from unemployment and public assistance to 6, 7, almost 8 figures back to 0 once they leave me. You hear me? And I'm like, you know what, God, I ain't got time to be explaining none of this over again. I help people learn how to manage money, learn how to finance, learn how to pray, learn how to sow, learn how to keep it flowing. All of a sudden, they want to be in this selfish place or immature place or I just want to do me still because they see you a wifey with, I told you wifey, you perfect, but I ain't ready type.
Still gotta fuck these hoes.
Yeah. They not ready to lock themselves down. And you probably intense too. Yeah, you probably giving wife like down. They like
it ain't even I'm giving wife. It don't take me but for a hot second to look into your eyes and see your soul and start reading you.
Read me.
Very hard working. You have had a hard past as well. You've been up and down with women because of the fact that you are very genuine. I can't tell if you're a father or not, but I believe so. If you're not, you're going to be.
But you right, we gonna have one? No.
I don't know. I just know what I see. I'm for real, y'all. Like, this is me. Like, this is really who I am. I'm genuine. I'm honest about God.
Bud's baby mother?
Huh?
Bud's wife. Bud wants a wife. He don't want a baby.
Exactly. I want a wife. I don't want a wife. I want a husband. Exactly. I want a husband. I want a husband to the point where it feel like that. Maybe even afterlife or the next life. Maybe I was your husband and maybe you was my wife.
Come on, Erica.
You hear me? That ain't Erica. That's India.
Your parents are
Yes, it was India. You ain't lying.
Your parents still together?
No, they're not. They have been divorced since I was 6. No, they're not. They still flirting and dating and doing stuff behind the scenes. I don't know what they doing. They're still doing something behind the scenes. I pop up and I ain't supposed to know. He done came over to take the trash out. What trash you take out?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That is funny.
I pop up and he like, yeah, I talked to your mother. Oh, you did? Okay.
Again.
I'm about to see it. Oh, okay. So I feel like they sneaking around and I ain't supposed to know, but we grown as hell, so I know.
Right. If y'all get married, I want to be the flower girl.
Okay. You can't be the flower girl.
Why? Nobody don't never
I
want
ain't
to
never
be
seen
a
a
flower.
flower girl. That might be hot.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That might be hot. On some roses,
just put some
rose
bows in
petals.
your head.
Right, I look like a kid.
On some rose petals. I would go, you know what? I would go with like a Coming to America type wedding.
Okay, yeah, boom.
I can see that.
See, we gonna work it out.
So what if the guy was like, I just do the courthouse, I'm gonna get you a nice ring.
That works too, because I would rather have a great vacation and a great honeymoon.
Okay.
And I would like to come back from the honeymoon and have some sort of family reception type gathering, so that works too. I'm not very difficult. I promise I'm not. I'm not very difficult. I'm just so mature that it seems like it scare them. They get to get intimidated and tripping out, and I don't know. I have gotten. Damn, you too good to be true. This just too real. This just too right. Why me?
And I'm not right.
Why me? Yeah, why me? And then before you know it, everything that I wouldn't even. God, I didn't even think to ask none of that. Just start coming on out. Oh, Lord.
But a lot of times, though, it be something that the person is doing, but it's like they don't know they doing it. You get what I'm saying?
See, and I ask questions. I don't wait 6, 7 months, a year. So this is something that I did. I'm serious. I can show y'all text messages. You okay? Like, I'm serious. I can show y'all. Like,
okay, so you
like,
cook. How many times you cook a week?
Right now, because it's me and my daughter, when I feel like it. When she says she want a home cooked meal.
What about
or when I feel like that, I just want to eat.
What about when you got money?
Whenever he wants, whenever he needs. Like I try to be accommodating. So, all right, if I'm dealing with somebody, he do physical training. All right, you need to get up. You want to get up at about 4:30. You want a protein shake or a meal. You want breakfast? No, that's too heavy. Cause see, I done got up doing it. Oh no, that's too heavy. I can't eat that. Put that on hold till brunch. I can't eat that yet. You know what I'm saying? I think what I've been told and many times that I'm overconfident. Like I overdo stuff. Like you can give a man a choice, he ain't got nothing to want for. Before you know it, he don't even want to use you because he's scared that the guy that's in you gonna come jump up at him. So, I don't know, man.
So like,
but I could.
So
I could
do you
cook.
like?
I could. Turkey tails, greens, macaroni and cheese, cornbread, ham, cornichons,
Where you from?
chicken. Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
Big 216.
I'm cracking up. Come on, big. Big old.
Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised. And the only reason I got down here was for my daughter. My daughter one day just came in the room. She came in the kitchen after track practice when she was in 8th grade. Like, mommy, when we gonna move? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't necessarily think about moving. Why would we move? She like, well, God said the only reason we still here is because I'm doing good in school. And if we don't move, the blood gonna be on my hands. So let's move before I start high school so I can go do good in school wherever we decide to go. I'm like, okay. I think about it, but mommy not really sure that she should move. Why would I move? I mean, well, mom, can I be honest? I said, sure. She said, first, I'm gonna apologize to you because I know who you are. I understand that you're an entertainer and a superstar. But I'll be honest, I wasn't ready to be a superstar's kid and I wanted to be selfish with you. She said, but me, all my friends, all my white and Puerto Rican friends, their parents, they all kind of know, like, something about that girl is Beyonce-ish. Something about that girl, she's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? She's like, so stop doing everybody else's stuff. You've done everybody else's albums, background vocals, movies, plays. What about your scripts? What about your album? What about your stuff? I said, that's deep. I'm gonna think about that.
You got a wise. How is she doing now?
She came back. When she started that conversation, she was 13. Now she's 15, and we've been here for exactly 1 year. Yeah, it took a whole year to get down here.
If people say you hear a lot of women on the internet say don't come to Atlanta for a husband.
I miss straight men. It feels good to be around you.
I see straight guys all
You're
the time.
extinct. You're becoming
She said I miss straight men. I was like, what she say? I'm cracking
I'm so
up.
serious. I miss being around straight men. That is like an extinction around here. It's becoming a black educated straight man down here is becoming so rare. That's like a diamond in the rough. That is becoming the rose through concrete.
Mm-hmm.
For real. For real, for real.
So I know some straight men. They might not be.
I mean, I see straight guys like all the time, but I mean, I guess maybe it's the 285 inside the 285 or something.
Oh, the perimeter.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Like, what you see most of them, like the cities, or it's just
In
like the
Atlanta?
surrounding areas.
I went all the way out to Union City and happened to just go get a haircut, and it felt good to be in a barbershop with straight men. You hear me? And I'll be honest, I got a gaydar. I know I got a gaydar. It's something strong. You could be buff, tough, nice looking, and I can still sense, and it just be like, remember what I just told you? I told you I could look at somebody, so I'm be like, oh Lord. I went to a place I didn't know was gay. Some girls took me to a place called Friends. And I didn't know that it was gay or that it was alternative night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Now that place is gay. That's a gay spot.
I didn't know that. I didn't even know it walking in because walking in I seen like a few straight looking men, about 6 of them sitting at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go out in the patio area, I guess, where they were smoking. And I got to looking around and realizing what I was feeling when we got back there. And these is men that look like you, but they in their own little boy clubs. And wasn't flinching a blink at me, other than some of the ones like, oh, I like your outfit.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
Okay.
They wasn't flinching to look. I'm like, damn, ain't no ass lookers over here. They don't want shit. Oh, shit, I'm in the wrong place, Jesus.
I'm crying.
I ain't playing.
I mean, I don't see that. They be saying like women go crazy over guys, but most of the girls I meet, like when you be out, they be having attitudes like, "Don't say nothing to me." Like,
where are they from? They're not from Ohio.
I
They
think
probably
they like
from
born in
Georgia.
Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah, they born and raised here. I'm becoming an Ohio peach, so it's a little different for me. Ain't nothing bougie about it. I wake up looking like this. I don't give a damn about no love hip hop or no makeup or no none of that. My ass is real. My titties is real. Ain't no ribs taken out. Ain't no Botox. You know what I'm saying? Only thing fake probably is this blonde and these lashes. So my thing is, hey, let's have a good time. Hey, I'm Danie Natiese. Who are you? How are you? Hey, let's kick it. Let's have fun. Let's do this. And where the men at? I feel like I'd be like, hi, I'm Danie Natiese. Yes, I'm single. Where the real men at?
Where's the men at?
Where the XY chromosomes that don't want another XY chromosome?
Okay.
Okay.
This is what I've been running into a lot though. It's like if a woman see you as like, oh, this could be my husband. It's like they take you through a longer process, like it's like for giving up sex. Like,
I can't speak for everybody else. I can only speak for myself.
So you don't do that.
And I faulted myself for not doing it. At least this last 2 times. Honestly.
You wish you waited longer?
Yeah. I mean, because on some hands, okay, I'm about to put y'all all in my business, Jesus. I don't mind.
All right, before you say that though, put your right hand up and your left hand on your word, wherever you decide your word is. Danie Natiese, we solemnly agree we have your permission to post this across all of our social media platforms.
I agree.
Is there anything, I do mean anything that's off limits you don't want us to ask you about?
Not that I know of till you do.
If you do ask you something that's off limits, you understand, you can say no
I'll tell
or
y'all
pass.
the truth.
Alright, cool, let's get it. What you about to tell us?
So, I was in Aki Wacky, this place called Akron, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
I was dealing with this man, dating him for a good 9.5, 10 months before we had sex. Yeah, and I was thinking to myself, he ain't slacked off on the courtship not one bit. He was coming to church. He was getting in the tithing aisle with me, holding my hand, coming to meet the pastor, and, laying it on thick, consistent, bringing flowers and roses to my job, and sitting around waiting for me to get off, making sure I'm fine, I'm safe, getting home, and, consistent as hell. You hear me? Talk morning, noon, and night all throughout the day if we wasn't around each other type stuff. Got together and was together for a good year. And this was, I'll say, it's 2023 now, this was 2019. So I'm referencing 2019. The relationship ended in 2020. It ended in 2020, 2021, either way, but yeah. So, we in good. And I'm a safe haven place for my child. I got a daughter. So my daughter ended up loving him, taking to him. She don't got a good relationship with her own father. He come along, spending time with her and getting to know her, and yeah, just everything going really well. And
You sound like a pedophile or something.
all of a sudden I got a phone call through Facebook. I'm grown. I'm old as Black Planet when it first started.
Hey.
MySpace, okay?
Hey.
So
Black Planet.
I was like, what the heck? I'm getting a phone call through Facebook? Who is this? Because my number has been the same since I was about 18 years old. Literally, like, even if I get super famous, that number is going to be the same. I'm not going to change it. No matter what other numbers I may add, you know what I'm saying? The people who know me, who grew with me, who know Danielle, all right, that's that. You know Danie, cool. So this Facebook call threw me for a loop, y'all. I answered the phone and I got this girl like, hi, my name is Chanel and I just wanted to know, is this your earring? And sent me a picture of my earring with my D initial in it. And saying, yeah, I found this earring and was trying to figure out who among said's friends this could be. Yeah, I don't care. I put your name out there, nigga. So, I just want to know if this is yours. And I say, this is indeed my earring, but my earring was in the bathroom. Where you been in the bathroom to even get my earring? Now, okay, when I say I protect my daughter, although they got along great, my apartment will basically be where I let her reside. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is her space. Me and him go do us out and about when we would go, I guess, to lay up or whatever, we at his house. You know what I'm saying? So when did you have time to even get into the bathroom? Because I know full well. Okay. So yeah, she was like, well, you know, I just want you to know that we're engaged, and send me videos of him engaged to her, like him proposing to her.
Oh.
Hold on. Some of his same friends. Now this is what's funny. I didn't see not one family member, because I know all the family. Because this is where I was at. Like, hold on. We just went to his aunt's funeral. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. I'm around for everything. What are you talking about? So the family knew of her, but ain't know she was really even in the picture like that. None of the family knew about this
fiance.
Okay, so I wasn't alone in this. But she showed me these videos, and I said, well, sweetheart, do me a favor. Let's meet together somewhere. Let's meet at Mickey's or somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't do social media, and I would like to speak in person. This is some grown shit that I think we should really talk about. She like, well, no, I heard about you. They call you Danie Warbucks. You know, I hear you be fighting this and that. I ain't on that. I'm not trying to put myself in that position. I said, well, you're calling me talking about some serious stuff.
Right.
I was like, so I don't care about none of that. Bring whoever you need to bring to feel whatever you need to feel however safe you need to be. But I'm going to be over here at this place, this bar, by myself, waiting for you to talk to you like a woman, since you was woman enough to find my earring and try to go through all of his friends to figure out who I was. I was like, so now that you've done that, come talk to me eye to eye, face to face, woman to woman, and let's get down to the bottom of things. So I surely did. She brought some girl with her, talking about it was her little best friend, whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. Because in my mind, Lord knows if I decide to bust a move, I'm about to beat both of y'all the fuck up. In Jesus' name. Okay? Hello? I'm so sorry, Lord. We saved with Jesus. We get saved and we'll ask questions later and pray about it for forgiveness later.
Hallelujah.
Okay? Hallelujah. But she comes to meet me. And this is during COVID, y'all. COVID had just started. She got on this mask and stuff. I'm a little crazy though, even in faith. So I wasn't really wearing my mask on like that. I never stopped bartending and serving people and handling people's cups and lips and touch surfaces. I trust God.
Amen.
I not overly trust God. Don't get me wrong. I lost 26 people that I knew personally. 17 of them my regulars. Okay?
Did they go to the hospital though?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the hospital was killing people.
Yeah.
So,
I believe so.
for sure.
But some of them was found dead in their house. So it
but
was
were they
variation.
overweight or had any other sicknesses?
Some of them had asthma issues prior to different stuff that I would say allowed it to be, you know, a different infection. But neither here nor there, y'all. I ain't got on no mask sitting in this bar, and this girl sitting there with her friend. Her friend put her mask down and have a drink. So I'm like, y'all want some drinks? I'm sociable, you know. Let's talk. She started telling me details and talking to me, and I started asking details about dates because I'm trying to figure out when did you have time to even see him, right? We get up together. We walking out the door going to work, same time. By the time work over with, we meeting back up. You know what I'm saying? He stayed with me till the end of my shift type stuff. We going grocery shopping together, you know what I mean? We picking up my kid, dropping her off, just all kind of stuff, man. So she starts telling me that basically he started lying to me about when he was and wasn't at work. That days he said he was at work, he really wasn't. He would leave, watch me leave out, watch me even drive down the street, maybe 20, 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying, until we split ways, and then detour to her house for breakfast.
That's so much.
Okay, it was, he was doing a lot. I said, God, that take a whole lot. If you want to do that, then God bless you. I mean, his kids wasn't talking to him because they don't like her for real. Like, his kids, how about this? His son could pop up and be like, what's up, babe? And she might like it, and that might be a whole thing. They so close in age. All right, so how about this? I start looking at her, listening to stuff, pegging. Her name is Chanel. My name was Danielle. If I'm 35, she 25. All kind of weird, type. You gotta be kidding me. She telling me that certain days he would cook for her stuff I had cooked for him or showed him how to cook. So everything he was doing with me, he was also trying to do with her. She was being the easy way for him to do stuff, and you know, I'm empowering him and showing him the hard way to get over stuff the easy way. I told him, I said, sweetheart, let me tell you something. I said, I realized if in you he was looking at a little girl who had big dreams. I say, but he couldn't handle a woman with vision. And I'm okay with that if you okay with that. Because I can't. I just can't. This is a bit much. I don't think I've ever been through no stuff like this. But the real deal is she told me she had been over there one day and I went and looked at the camera. At the calendar. And I'm like, let me ask you a question. What kind of makeup you wear? She told me what kind of makeup she wear, and I started putting two and two together. Y'all, I had an allergic reaction. I had hives all over my body for 72 hours. I had a fever and didn't know what was going on, what was wrong, but I already was seeing an allergist for, you know what I'm saying, allergy treatment every week. I was getting a shot until I built up to get them every month. So this was during a time where the ERs was closed. You couldn't just walk in and go get no treatment. No urgent cares was closed. Like, they were scared. They didn't know what COVID-19 was. You was hearing about people dying, but they didn't even really know too much. Smell and taste loss was a symptom. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't know a whole lot of nothing. Wasn't no vaccines available or made yet. None of that. So luckily, I go to the doctor to get my shot. I go in, when they call my name, I start taking off my clothes. They're like, Danie, what's wrong? They giving me EpiPens and giving me all kind of stuff to watch me. They're like, we got to keep you for a little bit, make sure you okay. We got to really make sure this goes away. We got to see what's going on. Indeed, thank God, I was having an allergic reaction only, not COVID-19. Because I was getting scared and getting worried. I thought I was about to die. I ain't gonna lie, okay? I called my mother, my father. The nigga held me all night long, like, I'm so sorry, I don't know what's wrong. What's wrong? And I thought about it after the fact while I'm sitting there talking to her, looking at the calendar, and talking about, I'm so sorry. The nigga never changed the fucking sheets, and I was allergic to her MAC makeup. Yellow powder. You hear me? So, I said, okay. I said, well, sweetheart, it was good talking to you. I said, I'm gonna go ahead and have him come pick me up. Because I don't got a ride. I had his cousin drop me off. Again, I'm in the family, okay? Me and his cousin Destiny was rocking like this. So, I asked her before we get ready to leave to move her mask, and the 5 o'clock shadow I seen made me understand why she wore so much makeup or needed the makeup in the first place. I was not only disgusted, but I was just crawling with just anger and rage, y'all, okay? Because I realized technically not only could I have sued you for whatever sexual stuff you was doing that could have caused me to get COVID-19, that's like AIDS. You can sue somebody for intentionally doing anything like that. You knowingly was doing all of this, my nigga. But I said, okay, baby girl, I'm gonna show you what you should have did when you found this earring. I said, because I never would have wasted my time calling me the way you did, but thank you. And thank you for all this information. That's great. I hope you all decide to go ahead and get married and you do whatever you need to do. God bless you and your endeavors. And he comes to pick me up. He tried to open the door from the inside. I'm like, oh, no, King. That's not how we operate. You would open the door any other time. You would open the door tonight. So I waited for him to get out. Come open the door. He all nervous and looking at me crazy. We get in the car and I say, well, before we pull off, is there anything you want to talk to me about or tell me or share with me or say to me? He like, no, this what we doing? I'm like, I'm just asking, is there anything you want to say, King? I'm still keeping the same tone, y'all. I ain't snap, crackle, or pop yet. I'm about to, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because I'm having a hard time understanding that this is the same man I've been praying with, that I've been going to church with, that I've been bringing around my family, my uncles, my aunts, spending all this time with. We had a big family Trump party, you know what I'm saying? Dump Trump party because we wasn't voting for Trump, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we had a big family dump Trump party. All kind of stuff, man. That too. Because listen, now I ain't gonna lie, got me feeling like we might need to bring Trump back and this nigga ain't gonna die. But and yeah, I said that too. But he pulled around to where she was parked and kind of like teetering. I was like, so this is what we doing? And I looked at him, I said, oh, no, King. I said, sweetheart, when you found that earring, this is what you should have did. Wow! You got to tearing him up. I ain't gonna lie. Got to tearing him up and told that man, if it's only God's will, you gonna live. Otherwise, your mama dead, and I'm gonna send you home to your mama in a minute too. You might want to pull off while you can.
I'm cracking up. You got out the car?
No. No, I ain't get out the car.
Oh, I'm crying.
Why would I get out the car? I had a good little angle. I'm holding on to the thing that you hold on to right there. I'm kicking the hell out of him, okay? I'm kicking him, I'm punching him, I'm going in like, ooh wee, you're right now. I went crazy. I went crazy for real. Like crazy. He tried to press charges on me. Then later chose, I think it's best I leave this girl alone and dropped him. Case dismissed. Y'all can go try to find that case in Summit County if you want to.
I'm crying.
I ain't lying about nothing I'm telling you. I ain't exaggerating about nothing I'm telling you. It's all kind of people who can witness everything I'm saying too, okay? But yeah, so that was my last real relationship. And
People
it
be
was
lying.
great.
And it's like,
And he was living a double life.
you be saying like, oh,
His
so you
co-workers
just pick
knew. I
bombs.
didn't know.
And
His
people
family
don't
didn't
start like
necessarily
that.
knew. His co-workers knew. Only one guy in his family, this guy Tracy, knew for real. Everybody else kind of was out of the loop, didn't know what was going on like that. You know what I'm saying? A very narcissistic guy that I learned in the end was how he was and who he is. And God bless. But in the meantime, I ain't really trying to get to know too many people all over again like that.
So you don't believe in just letting stuff go? Like you gotta have like a get back.
Oh no, well see, this was the one time where I told him I never usually get back. I usually always let it go. I usually always, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. But I told him, I told God, and I asked God for grace because I've let a lot of stuff go. And this could have been my life. I have a child to go home to, and you might not give a damn about your 3 kids and where they at or what they doing or how they doing. But I am my child's livelihood. So since you thought you was about to kill me or almost could have killed me, I'm gonna almost kill you. We was riding down Merriman Valley Road or some street. I tried to yank into somebody's mansion. I didn't care where we was. Like I said, I told her, I was Petty Betty, okay? And the only reason my stuff won't prevail is because God decides to keep me and you. Otherwise, I ain't scared. I know where I'm going. If I all of a sudden just die, do you? I not wasn't playing with them, not one bit. But I let a lot of stuff go, and I have never busted grape. Most grapes I let go so well, so they kept on growing. I ain't bust no grapes, y'all. I would leave stuff alone. Go ahead, trust God to get it. Even my baby father. That's a whole nother situation. I'm pregnant, 6.5, 7 months. Find some panties in my drawer. I ain't busted grape. I just simply moved. You know what I'm saying?
Was at work?
We ain't had no conversation about it. I just moved. Wasn't nothing to argue about. We lay in the same bed. I'm waking up in the middle of the night. Somebody in my bed telling me I'm tripping. I found them panties I already got. I ain't tripping. I knew it when I kept waking up in the middle of the night, going to the bathroom, speaking in tongues. It was for a reason. Okay, I just didn't know what exact reason. I knew something was being communicated. Something was covering me. Okay, I ain't bust no grapes. Wasn't nothing to bust.
So could you forgive a guy for cheating?
I've forgiven many. Listen, I got a guy right now who probably gonna watch this. He done had 3 kids on me and still trying to get back in. And I love his children. I love him too.
So why you didn't have kids, man? What, you was like on birth control, or you just didn't get pregnant?
I am always going to be on birth control until I am ready to have children, because even the child I had intentionally. She was not a mistake. And I don't believe in having children unless that's something that I want to do with my body. So it won't be a mistake if we lay up and you come at me. That's because I've allowed you to, and I'm intentional about having whatever child that's going to be conceived.
Oh, so you're not like on the shot of me?
But I am on birth control, and I control it. I am a very good steward of my body.
And I control it.
Yeah, period. And I don't even know how else to say that. Yeah, I'm a very good steward of my body, and every time he needed to get his stuff together, he was giving me that same stuff. I need to get myself together. We got into it about his mother and his sister, and about, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm not about to argue with your family. If you figure out how to handle that, and when you're ready, let me know. Every time he came back, it was another kid. 2 boys and a girl, to be exact. And the girl was the first one who he had 2 days after my birthday. I said, that's your karma. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so serious. Like, none of this stuff, like, everybody, I'm telling you, like, this shit is so real, it's ridiculous. So, no, and even he said, I know these kids should be yours. I wish they had a better mother and you were their mother. Like, all kind of stuff. Like, I am not playing. Like, you about to make me show you.
I'm cracking up.
I'm serious. I just got to show somebody. No, because I feel like I'm saying all this and somebody else watching probably like, no, she lying, she exaggerating. Something in what she's saying got to be a lie. No, Jesus, it ain't tell the truth, whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. So I'm about to show you some stuff. Hold on. Just to show you I ain't lying.
So you met a guy like tomorrow or today, and he was like, "Let's get married in 3 months." Would you do it? Like if he was like being serious like the other guy?
What you just said?
Like if you met a guy like today or tomorrow, then he was like in 3 months, let's get married, and he was doing the same thing.
I would agree to the marriage, but we would not get married right away because I also believe in counseling, getting to know, and sitting under somebody's covering.
How long did it take?
When I say sitting under somebody's covering, I believe in Christian marital counseling. Let me be specific. So A, if you're not a Christian, you're not even gonna want to sit. B, if the Holy Ghost sees fit and whoever is going to preside over that counseling sees that, all right, why not go forward? Yeah.
What if he was a
But
Muslim?
I wouldn't do it. We're not going to do that. That does not agree with the Holy Spirit, and I believe in the Holy Spirit. My soul belongs to Jesus Christ. So those principles that he lives by would not walk into what and agree with what I have, and how can two walk together except they agree? I don't believe Jesus was a prophet, I believe. So no, that wouldn't work.
So you don't
I've
believe
entertained
everybody
Muslims
praying to
and
the
that hasn't worked.
same God?
Hmm?
So you don't believe everybody's praying to the same God? It's just like they gotta.
I believe everybody's praying to the same God, but everybody's not praying to the same God the same way. And if I'm gonna lay with you, grow with you, build with you, we have to agree. And that ain't changing for nobody or no thing. It's been attempted to change many a times by many, and that just ain't going nowhere. My Holy Ghost is the umpire of the life of this game of life, and blow the whistle and a yellow flag on the play and say, wait, penalty. No, that ain't working. I mean, and I have lots of Muslim friends, but that ain't working.
Okay, I guess give me a traumatic experience you went through as a child, like before 18.
Oh man. Most of my classmates and friends at school know. I can just show you that one. How he just acknowledged the kids and how he still asked them already. But he had 3 of them. But yeah, just because I'm serious, I ain't talking about nothing. My mom is an alcoholic and a drug addict.
Crack?
Yep.
She still on crack?
Yep. And she has her moments and times where she goes on binges and comes up missing and all of the above, all kind of situations. That's a big traumatic experience for me. A lot of my teachers knew about it, you know, because I wouldn't want to just talk about it, but you know, I guess, what is it, patterns, if you're a teacher. So I was doing great in school, but it was certain patterns like, all right, I'll give you an example. Everybody got a lunch. I'm sitting there with no lunch. Every day they trying to bring me KFC, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Wendy's, some kind of something, because the boyfriends is drug dealers and we ain't got no food in the house. Oh, and I forgot because I'm high. So all through elementary school, I was known because my mother looked like Miss Parker from Friday. You know what I'm saying? They all knew Miss Nichols. That's Danielle Nichols' mom. And then at the same time, Dad, every day, you got Pizza Hut, you got, you know what I'm saying, McDonald's. So I was the kid that everybody was looking like, we want your lunch. And little do they know, no, you don't want this lunch. You don't want this meal. But okay. Very traumatic, very hard to get over. I dealt with a lot of violence. I walked in houses full of coke and crack all over tables and smelling crack. And still had to go to sleep, listen to loud music, listen to the fighting, violence, and get up and go to school. A lot of times I ended up putting that negativity into my achievements, to the point where I was an overachiever, and counselors started to pay attention to the overachievement. When I say overachiever, I'm talking about always on the honor roll, always captain the drill team, captain the cheerleading, you know what I'm saying, when I very much overachiever, so they started paying attention to it, like, you know, what's going on, or noticing my cheerleading coach, my main coach, my cheerleading coach in 8th grade from Warrensville, Miss Danie Hatcher, rest her soul. She took a real strong liking and sense of urgency to just, what's going on with you? You a great student, but you seem so depressed. What's wrong? And I didn't even know I was carrying anxiety or depression. I had no idea. I always try to smile, and always felt like I smiled through whatever pain. So she kind of saw straight through it and was like, what's going on? And then when it came time to need a ride to and from practice, she would see me walking. Where you walking to? Why are you walking by yourself? And that coach to give you a ride, but then figure out the reason why she need a ride is because, oh, mom is at AA meetings or NA meetings, or, you know what I'm saying, different stuff, where she kind of started figuring it out, picking it up. She met my mom in person and kind of knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? But my mom was what we call a functional addict. So you didn't necessarily just know it. My mother looked just like me, even right now. You ain't gonna just know it. But it was the behaviors. It was the, you know what I'm saying, patterns. It was the routines. It was the neglect and or abuse or whatever else you want to call it that caused the traumatic experiences.
So you a crack baby?
No, I'm not a crack baby. She was actually, I found out very much in church when she had me. She started doing crack, I want to say, around the time her and my father got divorced. I was about 6 years old. I actually witnessed her hitting a crack pipe for the first time. So, from what I understand, I recall her being depressed about the divorce papers being sent. And couldn't believe he was about to try to divorce her. Because I believe my father was the violent abuser and the cheater. And she was the God-fearing, I'm trying to make my marriage work woman, and he still divorced her and she couldn't take it. She claimed that that was her excuse for it. But I remember that was what occurred when she hit it.
So did that make you be like, I'm not doing drugs because you seen like how life going?
Yes and no, because they know me as Queen Latifah. Big Chiefer. Will smoke some weed, but weed only all the time. Never played with any other drug, never tried anything else. I got friends that would try to get me to do, what you call it, little pills with the alien faces and stuff.
Molly?
I don't know. All the pills. Ecstasy. I guess X. Yeah.
I
would take them, put them in my bra, hold on to them, give them to people, but I wouldn't do nothing else. I've had people try to give me shrooms. I ain't take them either. I don't do none of that.
Shrooms.
I've had people give me Molly and lace Molly drinks, all kinds of. I don't want none of that. I'm cool. Part of me feel like, no, whatever's in that, if it got my mother how it was, I would never want it. And so, no, I never did nothing else. I ain't had the urge to do nothing else. And actually, here lately, haven't really been smoking like that. Been feeling like something in that's got to go. I think Queen Latifah dying for real, y'all.
What's wrong with it? Transition.
Yeah.
Okay, a few people you let go, and they will never like mean shit to you again.
Said you would get up.
Oh, the guy.
Yeah. The guy that the 2019
With
the engaged fiance to the girl Chanel. Yeah. That's A1. It's a couple others, but they ain't even worth mentioning. So I can't even give you that.
It was a lot though.
I said it's a few others.
Yeah, so what y'all think about the YK Osiris? He kissed Sukiyana he forced himself on her. Y'all seen that? Let me see.
That boy staying some ass. Yeah, he staying some ass.
Who is he?
He an artist, but like
I know he's an artist.
YK Osiris. They just be.
The internet going, this shit paused it. God damn it.
He got a little baby.
He forced himself on her.
Yeah, like kissing her
How?
in the mouth and shit. Like he was kissing her like, this internet slow. That's the first time he ever done that though. But yeah, basically he just forced himself, like he pulled her head back and like was kissing her in the mouth and shit.
She kissed him back?
She was just like,
off guard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, have y'all ever been like, I guess assaulted like that or came mad like, Like, what's the best response? Like, somebody.
I have. I can't tell you what the best response is. Every time it's been a different response for me. I've been raped and molested as a child and froze. I have been assaulted as a teenager and fought back. Specifically, an experience when I went to Bethune-Cookman College with a guy who was an alpha, and he was like, what you call it? Like, I want to say junior, some kind of SGA rep. Yeah, but I was going through Bethune-Cookman College and experiencing stuff like that. But I actually went through and reported me and another girl. I found out another girl was actually assaulted by him as well. Her and I had to go through the process of actually reporting it and making sure it got exposed. He got kicked out of school. And even that was a hell of an experience because the school tried to make it seem as if it was us because most of the administrators and teachers were alphas and AKAs. And I believe even the president was an alpha. It was crazy. I promise you, it was very crazy. Right after it happened, all these pamphlets went up around school about if you're sexually assaulted or raped, how to handle it. And her and I looked at each other like, really? None of what they had in that pamphlet was how anything was handled.
Right.
They told us they called my parents and told my parents that they had everything under control and that we were being helped and all this stuff. And that they didn't have to worry about anything. He would definitely be handled, and you know what I'm saying, he would pay consequences. Then they get to us, then they get to us and they tell us we're gonna go through university council and have some kind of hearing. Oh no, see, he would have been, that whole microphone would have been in his face, like I would have been fighting. So now that's where me and her differ. That's not cute. I'm not okay with that. And he goes to do it again, and she's kind of still with it. And them sitting there letting that, Lil Duval included.
They don't see. That's what I'm saying. You don't know somebody's relationship. Right. The only reason that would be okay, like he hit her up that day and was like, "Hey, babe, I'm gonna be at."
Yeah, I don't know. I can't speak on that.
So you don't really know if they got a relationship.
But if that's me and I don't know you like that, and we on some kind of thing, we would have been that would have been a whole brawl recorded.
No, for real.
That wouldn't have been nothing like that.
Like Jocelyn at the boxing match.
That would have been a whole brawl. But yeah, they told us we didn't need attorneys and that, you know, we just needed to go in and tell the truth. And when we got in there, this man had attorneys. And by the time we were done, I want to say they suspended him or dismissed him for lewd conduct and misbehavior when it was full-blown rape. Period. And they kept trying to turn the one girl's stuff around, trying to make her seem like she was saying one thing and then saying another. When they got to me, y'all see how I am. I'm straightforward. If I said what I said, I said what I said, and I meant what I said exactly how I said it. I ain't playing them games. And so at that point, it made me change my major from music to criminal justice. Because I started trying to figure out, so what I did is criminal justice and psychology. I started trying to figure out how can I make sure nobody ever goes through what we went through again. And I ended up transferring, leaving Bethune-Cookman and going to Lincoln University. But yeah, I've been through a lot of that. I've even been raped by a boyfriend before. And this is somebody that I was already with.
Yeah, I heard.
This is somebody that I was already sharing my body with, already intimate with, in love with, like couldn't believe it. And one day he came in the bathroom while I was in the shower and decided to rape me. Literally busting my head on the side of the tub, everything, like crazy. I didn't press charges against him because I was conflicted. That one was like God, I don't understand. I was with him. We together. Why would he do that? In talking to him, he was under the influence of ecstasy and alcohol and didn't feel that he forced himself upon me. He just felt like it was rough sex. And even at that thought, something's wrong and I can't live my life with you. So, that's over with.
That's a lot of trauma.
Yeah, I got some real stuff going on, but listen here. I am an overcomer, and it takes a lot to, for real, stay sane. That's why I believe in the Holy Ghost. I know it's only by God's stripes, only by His power, only by His Spirit that I am sound-minded, whole, in myself even right here today. Period.
Okay, it's a quote. It said, "Close the window that hurts you, no matter how beautiful the view is." So, Something that looks or feels good, but it's no good for you.
Say that again.
Okay, close the window that hurts you, no matter how beautiful the view is. That's the quote. So something that looks or feels good, but it's no good for you.
Drugs. Even the weed. I love it, but it ain't no good for you. Not to smoke it. Let's be honest. It would be better to ingest it or eat it or use it in some sort of salve or ointment than to smoke it, because at the end of the day, the smoke still cannot be contained. It's still going to cause a chemical reaction and change your lips. It's still going to cause blackening of the lungs. It's still going to cause sinus issues, mucus buildup, bad breath, cause you to, I don't care what kind of athlete you are, and I know a lot of musicians, singers, athletes, people who know how to smoke and be functional. I was doing it too and still have been able to, but it's still not good for you. No matter how much you like it, desire it, want it, smoking just ain't it, and even smoking weed ain't it. So drugs in any form is not good for you. Hell, even in the pharmaceutical form, it's really not good for you. That's why even when they say they got something for you, it's a whole lot of, and this may cause you to bleed internally, this may cause brain aneurysms, this may cause, you know what I'm saying? So, good or bad, drugs is a window that needs to be shut.
What about you, Kay? Seemed like you had something to say.
You did.
I don't want to tell my window, but like on the drugs tip though, I really support marijuana for real. Because for the first time recently, I've dealt with anxiety, and that's the only thing that helps.
But it doesn't have to be smoked to help.
For sure.
So what I'm saying is
you can
do
eat
the
it
wrong ways.
Yeah.
Smoking ain't it.
But I like the smoke. I like smoke and fire. But I would agree, like everything got adverse effects.
If need
but
be,
in
burn
moderation,
it so that you're smelling it but not inhaling it.
then I don't get the effect.
Why not? It's still secondhand smoke. You can have contact.
Then that's the same thing though. I don't know.
It
I would
ain't-
rather
it ain't
just eat
directly
it.
the same
I'd
thing.
rather just eat it if I'm not
Tearing
gonna
up
smoke
vocal
it.
cords, all kind of stuff. It ain't the same.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's something like blowing out smoke and stuff. I like fire
just like
and
it.
smoke. Yeah.
And I know lots of friends, and I'm with you. I totally get it and understand.
Right. But I don't smoke on the regular. But recently, when I was dealing with anxiety, I was like, damn, I got some good sleep. I got to meditate. I got to quiet my mind, and I felt better.
I would encourage you to get a sifter and sift it. Put it in some tea or something that you drink with some honey. Put it in some tea. You'll get the same effects. Put it in some brownies, some cakes, and cookies. Make some THC oil, buy some THC butter. Guarantee you, if you have anxiety like that, try it in a different form, just to see.
Yeah, I'm
for
not
yourself.
against that, for sure.
Yeah, I would like to request that you answer that on your show. When your next show, Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want you to answer that. I
My
want you to
window?
yeah, I want you to ask your guest that too. I would request that. Yeah, do that.
Okay.
You trying to get in your business.
Okay.
Okay, a moment you value now that it's a memory.
When I first learned how to sing, I've always been a singer. I've been singing probably since I was 2 or 3 years old. My mom taught me how to sing. But then there was a second teaching. I was 12 years old. I was a 7th grader or 8th grader. I think I was in 7th grade. And I was at Warrensville Junior High School, about to be at a talent show at Warrensville Senior High School. And there was a girl who was like a junior or senior. She was an upperclassman. She was singing the same song I was singing, which was Who's Loving You by En Vogue. And all of the high schoolers went first, and I went dead last. And although I was dead last, again, me and this girl, she probably went first, second in the show. I'm last. I sing the same song. And I think I sang it in a cappella. I'm pretty sure I sang it a cappella. I don't remember no musician, none of it. It was just me on stage. But the way I learned how to sing it, I was telling my mom, like, I can't sing it like I want to sing it. Like I was singing it very falsetto. And I knew I had some strength in my voice, but I couldn't figure out how to get what I saw in my head or heard in my own ear out of my body. So my mother tell me to go stand in the mirror and sing the song and keep singing the song. She had me sing the song over and over again, y'all, like, I want to say at least 17 times. And the last time I was singing it, she like, just keep singing the song. Sing the song. Close your eyes and sing it like you mean it. So I close my eyes, I'm singing the song. When I had you, I treated, and she punched me in my stomach.
She was on drugs then?
Nope.
I'm cracking up. She trying to get that
And you know
out.
what came out? You bad. That's what came out. And I remember opening my eyes and kept singing and looking at her like I was crazy because I want to be tripped off and I still really want to cough because you done punched me on my stomach, but the sound that came out. And when I was done, she said, that's your diaphragm. That's where you sing from. And ever since that day, that's been my gift, strength, and empowerment. That I wanted to resent her for punching me in my damn stomach. Because who the hell, what parent? But then I see stuff like, you know, the Jackson story, and I get it. So it was one of the moments where now it's a memory, and it's a good memory. But at the time, I was still uneasy about it. Even when it came time to get on stage and do it, I almost feel like she punched me again. She punched me, pushed me. She just, on stage, something like pushed me out there, something for real. But it worked. And she knew it was going to work. And she knew. Oh yeah, I used to do that too. I know what to do. I don't know how she knew, but she knew. So the voice I have, the gift I have, the way I'm able to sing is because of my mother. The same alcoholic, crackhead, functional addict.
So do you get offended when people call your mom a crackhead?
No. It's not for me to get offended. That's her issue. That's her walk. It's the truth. It is what it is. Offense for what?
I don't know. Actually, a girl tried to fight where she tried to sneak me because I called her mama a crackhead.
Either was it truth that she couldn't accept and couldn't handle, or it wasn't true at all. Either way, for what? If it's true, I ain't about to trip.
I guess it's embarrassing to some people. Like, they don't like it.
That's why I am who I am today. So it's nothing to be embarrassed or offended about. It's my bridge over troubled water, and here I am.
You can sing too.
Thank you.
Okay, if you hook up with a guy, right? If it's a short amount of time, are you obligated to tell your friend if she meet him and starts to date him serious?
And me and my friends' crew, absolutely. Or you're not my friend. You're a foe. I can even be honest. All right, boom. One of my sands. I'm a Delta, by the way. So one of my sands. I come home one day all excited that I met this guy. I'm like, Sands, I met this guy. And I started describing him and tell her his name. And she started telling me other information that was about him that was accurate and on point. She like, Sands, I used to talk to him. You can't talk to him. And we were very intimate. So unless you're cool with going behind me being intimate like that, I would advise you to leave that alone. And I actually really liked the guy and was like, Dad, Sands, I kind of want to talk to him. So I entertained conversation with him for, I want to say maybe a week longer to kind of just see where his head was. He was so dogmatic about it. Like, I mean, we was kids. That's old. Mm-hmm. But if we was kids and for between me and my sorority sister, it's something for her to bring to me. No, God bless. We ain't doing that. I don't come behind my Sands. My Sands don't come behind me. We ain't doing that.
So what if y'all got further along? Let's just say you didn't find out until like you was engaged to the guy. Like
that would have never happened. That's my Sands.
I'm just saying that's possible for somebody.
Not for me. I can't speak. You saying hypotheticals, and then your Natiese's walk. That would have never happened. Honestly, I talk to my friends. We talk about what I'm doing, who I'm dating, even with my daughter. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a very, just as you see, no matter how traumatic, how embarrassing, how deep, I'm an open book. Because these are testimonies. These are how I've been able to overcome. So I don't mind sharing with the whole world who I'm dealing with if I feel like it's real. And if I tell the whole world it's real and somebody come along saying this ain't, And there's some real truth to it. The real truth don't even need no proof. You can feel it, just like you feel the Holy Ghost. So no, I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah.
So
You know what I'm saying?
So how quick do you tell your friends like, hey, I met this guy? Like, how long do you wait?
They know if I'm dating. How about this? I'm a member of Tau Beta Sigma. So I got a chapter at Zeta Road, Kentucky State University. I'm the 75th Miss Kentucky State University. Again, I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I'm also an Eastern Star. I'm in the light. So from the Masonic brothers to my Star sisters to sorority sisters, friends, family, frat brothers, if I'm with somebody, everybody gonna know, because everybody like waiting to see me be successful and be happy anyway. So it ain't nothing to hide. You know what I'm saying? I live, laugh, and love out loud in the sun. I've always been a front runner, a trailblazer. Like, it ain't nothing to hide. So as soon as I start talking to somebody, y'all, I need y'all to pray. I'm gonna call the chapters. Hey, LS's, hey, Sans, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all know this was going on. In Tau Beta Sigma, I also had Line Brothers with Iota Mu, the chapter of Kappa Kappa Psi at Kentucky State. So I'm gonna call even my Line Brothers. Yeah, Luke Snacking, you better know it. I'm gonna let my Line Brothers know, like, what y'all think about this guy. Pray about it. Pray for me. Pray with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a certain level of alignment, and it ain't no secret. Shit, I told my chapter a little while ago. Like, I think I'm gonna talk to this guy. I met him in this little movie I'm in called Vanity Vixens that y'all should check out on Tubi TV for free.
Okay.
We're gonna see how that go.
Oh, so you got somebody in the pocket, okay.
How many
Like I
licenses
said, we're
you
gonna
got?
see how that go.
How many licenses you got? Or how many people was on your line?
25 or less.
How many of them you not close to?
I'm close to all of them. We talk daily
That's lit.
through WhatsApp. One of them is in St. Croix. One of them is in the Bahamas. Yeah, we talk.
What year you crossed?
Now, that's with Delta. With Tau Beta Sigma, it was only 5 of us. And there's only one of them that I'm not close to.
What year you crossed?
Which one?
Both of them.
In Delta Sigma Theta, I crossed in 2003. And Tau Beta Sigma, I crossed in 2005.
I'm just analyzing your process in my mind.
I was a Delta first, then an Eastern Star, then a member of Tau Beta Sigma.
How was the process for stars?
To be when asked one, but that's a conversation we would not have online.
I know that's right.
Okay, so since you got somebody in the pocket, so if you met somebody else, like, how do you decide, like, hey, I'm fucking with
I said
him,
I'm talking to somebody.
I'm saying
It's conversation. Again, we gonna see.
Oh, so there's no date yet?
We gonna see.
So I'm saying that you met other people, like, how do you decide who you date? Like, what is it?
Conversation is the ongoing key, and communication is the key to anything.
You wanna,
So just like we having this conversation and we found out information and we learning, we gonna talk.
so you have to talk to a guy, like, every day?
No, I gotta talk to him every day, but if I'm not talking to you every day, I'm wondering what you're doing. If I begin to like you and you ain't got time to talk or at least text or some kind of way to communicate, I'm wondering what you got going on. And I probably will shy away from you because I don't feel like if you really got interest in somebody, there's no reason why you can't talk daily, no matter where you at in the country.
Sometimes, I mean, I guess it depends, because if you're a talkative person, like,
You ain't gotta talk. Oh, okay, let me give you an example. I have a man that is in love with me that is working a customs border right now as we speak in the Dominican Republic. I don't care what's going on, whether I say something or not. Every single day, he texts me through WhatsApp. Every single day, I'm checking on you. Are you okay? How are you? Is there anything I can do for you? I heard you were in a car accident. Are you okay? So somebody that's local, you can't talk to me every day. I'm thinking something wrong.
women don't gravitate towards you, like, when you be that, like, sincere and, like,
That's
caring.
the women you deal with.
Tell them again. Say it again.
I
I'm
can
just
only
saying.
speak for myself. I have said now for the 4th time.
No, I'm just telling you my experience, like, this is what I see, like, this.
Remember that reading we had?
No, I mean, I don't feel like I've been through no hard times, like you said, like.
It sounds like it every time you tell me your experiences with women.
That's not a hard time. It's like
Sounds
it's
as hard as
petty.
mine, just a few on the foot.
No, I don't think it's hard as yours.
It may not be as deep as mine, but it sounds
My
as
shit
hard as
petty
mine.
compared to.
You say that's a little shallow. No, it ain't like that.
Petty. Okay,
Yeah, but I totally disagree. That's what's going to make me gravitate towards you, for us to communicate, for us to continue getting to know each other. The whole point of any communication with, for me, the opposite sex, because I'm not into women, is to become best friends in order to become a helpmeet. A helpmeet meaning a life partner and a spouse. So if I'm going to spend my life with you, and we're gonna wake up in the bed for the rest of our life together, outside of whatever we gotta do with work, family, whatever else, you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't I wanna talk to you every day? Life is short. Life can happen in the blink of an eye. You can talk to somebody at the end of the day and think you're gonna talk to them at the end of the night. They can be in a car accident, a plane crash, a train wreck, anything, and it can be over. So why wouldn't we talk every day that we have the opportunity to? Because real love wants more love.
I'm just saying some guys aren't talkative. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, maybe we ain't talking on the phone, but what's wrong with your fingers? Good morning. Grand Rising, Queen. How are you? Have a great day. What you doing? How was your day? What you getting into for the weekend? Just, what do you mean? That don't make sense. At least to me. That don't even make sense to me. I can't wait to watch this and see my own face.
you know,
That
I'm
don't
just
make
saying,
sense to me.
yeah, text, but I'm saying just like someone wants you to just like actually like call, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not an actual call woman. We don't have to actually call. I just told you there is a man that is in love with me working the border of a customs in the Dominican Republic that says something to me every day through WhatsApp. That ain't talking.
I'm
But
saying,
it's
you know,
communication.
and some guys don't get a lot of attention from women, so if some women give that guy attention, he gonna lock in on it. So he might not be used to women even responding. So it could be just you responding to him whenever he try to text somebody. So that'll make him keep doing it.
And even okay, so with the guy in the Dominican Republic, for example, he's working the border. So there's not always a direct response either way. I'm in the States. Stuff is always happening. But whenever we get a chance or get time to talk, it's a, hey, my bad, I was, you know what I'm saying, caught up with doing some things, caught up with work or whatever. Whether I choose to give a detail, he chooses to give a detail or not, the communication is still consistent and ongoing.
So do you cut that off if you find somebody?
I let him know that we're at odds dealing with this distance, and so that what I'm looking for is somebody to be with. We're here in the flesh, so he understands that.
So you'll cut it off?
Absolutely. I mean, because if I was to find somebody, continued communication would be an interference with what I say I'm trying to build. If I'm looking for a helpmate, that's a hindrance. That's giving place to the devil. That's like leaving the door cracked. No, lock the door. I mean, I'm just saying. It seemed real simple to me, but maybe I'm tripping.
I get it too.
Okay, something you should have been emotional about.
And let me go back, because remember I said I had a couple of situations, about 4 of them, that seemed like, when I got ready to entertain those 4, I would tell him, you're going to see me disconnect from communication because I'm entertaining somebody. And he would say, well, until you tell me there's a ring on your finger, I'm still going to say something every day. And I would not talk to him for 3-4 months because I'm entertaining something else and trying to see where it's going to go. And I would get back to WhatsApp and he would never miss a day. So that's what I mean by, I don't see an excuse for somebody that's, you only in Gwinnett County and I'm over here in the cab. What you mean we can't talk every day? Help me understand. Somebody else that don't even really speak my language, okay, is communicating consistently on WhatsApp. Help me understand the science of it. Okay, that part.
Interest.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Interest and consistency in communication. That's all.
Y'all say so. Okay, something you should have been emotional about, but you was emotional.
My grandmother dying. I didn't really cry about it or deal with it till after she was already buried in the ground for some time, for real. I cried a little bit, but not for real. I think I was in shock, and everybody always tell me I'm too strong for my own good, so I was in shock, superwoman mode. I went and did her makeup, did her hair, got her dressed. Never really cried about it. I smoked my face off, and then finally it hit me after the fact.
Okay, so quote, they say if you don't schedule a break, your body will take one for you. And it probably won't be at a convenient time. So tell me, like, y'all experience with that quote.
It's very true. I need to schedule a break, and I didn't. And when I didn't, I was in the hospital, throwing up uncontrollably. They couldn't tell me why, for almost a whole year and a half, 2 years. And I still wasn't trying to give my body a break, to the point where I ended up hospitalized for over a week and a half in 2013 and in 2015. So it's true. And luckily it wasn't a mental breakdown, it was just a physical breakdown. But again, I know God is the only reason why I'm here. And when I realized, all right, this is a sit down, because Lord, you telling me to sit down. Well, okay, Lord. All right, thy servant is listening. What's going on? Oh man, Dad, yeah, I guess I do need to watch that. Dad, I guess I should pull back from that. Ooh, I did say that and do that, huh? Maybe I should go apologize. I don't know, I ain't ready to apologize to nobody. Okay. Yeah, alright, maybe it's time to put some money into that instead of this. Okay. So, yeah. They put you on your back and make you look up and make you listen if you don't choose to do it willingly.
So who do you feel like you owe an apology now? That you never got to apologize to?
Honestly, nobody that I can think of. I think that I pretty much cleared my slate, because before I left Cleveland, I knew I was going into my career. I knew I was coming here to work on some things that was about to take me to another place. So I really tried to see everybody, meet with everybody, even a lot of my enemies. I've apologized to them even if they never apologized to me, and they the ones that owe me apologies. So I feel like, no, I thank you, Jesus, got rid of all that. No dead heavy weight. You gotta forgive in order to be forgiven, in order to live and be at peace. So,
You think you gotta apologize to forgive?
yeah, even if it's just to yourself.
What would you apologize to yourself for somebody else doing to you?
I had to apologize to myself for some things that other people did to me that I felt like should have been resolved. And I had to apologize to myself for the expectation and for the desire to even want it to be something that probably would never be resolved so long. So let me apologize to me, and I did it in my own mirror and let it go and said, you know what, I love you, whether they love you or not. I forgive you. I forgive you people holding on to it or even wanting it to be something different, but it is what it is. Now let's move on.
Okay, something that got to you and will bother you, and you put on the front like it really did.
Oh man. Me and one of my alliances that I don't like had a beef. We getting into it for real. And we ain't necessarily getting into it, but I don't like how she moving and how she doing things. And I kind of put on the front to the rest of the chapter like it wasn't bothering me or that it's not bothering me. It has been. It does. But I feel like it's between me and her. I haven't even really let the rest of the line know.
Oh my bad, I was trying to, somebody, the next person trying to communicate.
Why are you looking at me for?
Oh, because I know you don't be paying attention.
I definitely was listening. You missed it.
Right, tell them what I said.
She said her line sister beef, and she don't like the way her line sister move, and she ain't tell the rest of the line because she feel like it's between the two of them. You listening?
Don't y'all supposed to be
I
open?
ain't tell the rest of the line or the rest of the chapter. It ain't got to do with them, it's between me and
Yeah,
her.
definitely ain't got nothing to do with the chapter.
Oh, it got something to do with the chapter, because we still represent one another.
Well, as far as y'all beef between the two of
Oh,
y'all,
it definitely got something to do with the rest of the chapter.
oh, it's like sorority beef.
So you supposed to tell them.
You don't like how she moving as far as
It's
representing the
not
chapter.
sorority beef, but at the same time, it's sorority beef.
Y'all need to come to Jesus meeting.
We do,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, when the time comes, it'll come. I'm open to a table of peace, but until it comes, hey, God bless. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent. One from another.
I'd be not caring about people so quick. I would just be
See, that's the difference. This is my line sister.
and I understand that
You know what I'm
too.
saying?
I still
Like, you know.
if you
But don't
love
worry,
me,
don't
then you
worry.
love me.
Trust you believe. I learned that. You know what? Let me.
Yeah, like if you love me, you gonna love me. If you don't love me, we still people. You know, we went through our
and
process.
you
We
human,
love each other.
and you got your letters. I got mine.
Mhm. We just not. It
We
wasn't
won't
meant
be
for us to
keeping
be
it
cool.
together though.
Yeah.
We won't
You're
never
not
be
a
like
sister
that.
to me.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me?
You're not a soul or sister.
Exactly. You ain't treat
So
me like
as
a
an
sister.
associate in the bond, God bless.
Respect.
It's a quote that said, "My toxic trait, I'll let you hurt me again if it means if I get to have you longer." Have y'all ever went through something like that?
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
That sounds like insanity and stupidity.
It does.
They
Very
sound
idiotic.
depressed.
Yeah.
So no.
No. You not hurting me, child.
Yeah.
Not hurt me.
Hurt me once, shame on you. Hurt me twice, shame on me.
And 3 times, I'm stupid.
Exactly.
I'm dumb.
That sounds like insanity, idiocracy, and stupidity.
I'm straight.
Foolishness.
Okay, a kind-hearted person you took for granted.
A young lady back at home in Akron that I was very close to. That she came across to me in our daily encounters and friendship as weak, like just too weak. Like I was frustrated with how can you be this weak? And I think I finally blew up on her like, you weak and you stupid. And I don't understand how you could just be that stupid. Like the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is your problem? When I failed to realize she really was suicidal. And I took her weakness for granted and didn't strengthen her and empower her when I had a really big opportunity to do so.
She killed herself?
Really, no, she didn't kill herself, but we're no longer friends. We haven't spoken in years.
Because you went off on her.
Do you owe her an apology, you think?
No, I don't feel like I want an apology for it at all. Because what made it weak was what we got into it about. But I do feel like I owe her another opportunity to be a part of my life, and I feel like, you know, she owes me an opportunity to be a part of hers as well. I don't feel like no apology is needed on either end.
You think y'all need to just move forward and be friends?
Because at the end of the day, I know wherever she at in the world, no matter who she dealing with, if she watches this, she still need me.
She needs you?
And I still need her.
Okay, alright. I get that. You had to add that in there.
No, that's what it is. I wasn't finished.
Okay.
Okay, Kay, you can go do your thing.
Is there anything we haven't asked you about that our audience should know before you go?
Yeah, you haven't asked me how to follow me on IG at Danie, DANIE _ Natiese, NATIESE. You haven't asked me if I have any other movies or any other things that you can watch or follow, and I do. I've got at least 3 movies on Tubi TV y'all can go watch for the free. One called Workout Partners, filmed in Cleveland. It's a very good production. You got another one called Hey Mr. Postman. That's on TubiTV.com. That one is featuring Cleveland's own Paula J. Parker and Omar Gooding Jr., Roddy Perry, Deanna Mendoza, a few people in that. Y'all will like that one. It's called Hey Mr. Postman. That's also filmed in Cleveland. That's a very good film by Brian Berry. Then there's also one called Vanity Vixens, which is my first Atlanta film directed and written here in Atlanta by Vincent Lamont, featuring BMF song Blade Brown and Elijah Lamar. And that's a great one. Danny Vixen is good. I'm the Vixen. So y'all can
The
check
door
that out.
open? You propped the door open?
Come on.
Just walk behind.
You the vixen. I was thinking that too, and I was like, it would be that.
Y'all gotta see it. If y'all don't go see no other movie, go check out Workout Partners, Hey Mr. Postman, and Vanity Vixen. Vanity Vixen is the first one that I've done here, so I feel like that's one of my bigger roles. I'm proud of Vanity Vixen. I'm actually trying to work on getting with my director to see if we can do some things with the Calhoun County Library and their theater, and maybe see if we can get the cast together to, you know what I'm saying, show the movie a couple of times and be there as a cast and as a director to help other filmmakers understand what he's done to make that a success and fruition, and to know what we've done as actors to even get into the movie and continue to be successful as well.
Earlier you mentioned your daughter said like you somebody Beyonce. You do sound like her. People say that.
I don't get that. I've never heard nobody tell me I sound like her, but that's an honor. I love that. That's my girl.
So, okay, appreciate you coming through.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Hope y'all got some good food for thought out of everything we discussed.
You definitely thorough, child.
Okay, literally it's no pressure, man. We'll see y'all in a minute, and we out.
God bless.
Pause like 5 seconds for the picture. Okay, appreciate it.